If you feel stuck in your weight loss journey and you feel like no matter what you do, you just can't lose any weight, then this video is perfect for you. Today, I'm gonna share my 5 best tips with you how you can actually lose weight as a lazy girl or just with the bare minimum. And before we start this video, I wanna make sure that this is just my experience with weight loss and this is what helped for me. And I also wanna make sure to tell you that this video is the absolute truth about weight loss, how you can actually lose weight without eating so healthy, without doing a lot of sports. So I am sure you will be surprised how easy it is to actually lose weight. So let's get into this video. So let's begin with the first point, and that is actually the most important thing, and that is also the foundation of how you can actually lose weight, and that is you have to be in a calorie deficit. You won't lose weight if you are not in a calorie deficit, so this is your foundation. Now let me tell you how you can actually calculate your calorie deficit. So there are a lot of websites online where you can actually calculate your daily calorie intake and also your daily calorie intake when you want to lose weight, and that is actually 200 to 300 calories less than your normal daily calorie intake without having a goal to lose or gain weight. So let's say your daily calorie intake is 2000 calories without having the goal to lose weight or to gain weight, just to be normal. And if you want to lose weight, then you have to eat 200 to 300 calories less than your 2000 calories. That means you can actually just eat 1700 calories each day. I put some websites in the description, so click on that link and then you can calculate your calorie intake. So if you want to start your weight loss journey, this is the absolute first step that you are going to do. You are going to calculate your daily calorie intake, and then the second most important tip is you have to track your calorie intake. I know on social media a lot of people are talking about that they are eating intuitive and that they still lose weight and stuff like that, but if you are a beginner and if you don't have a lot of knowledge about food and how many calories you take in your body, then it is super important that you track your calories. And for tracking calories, there are also a lot of apps that are actually also free version where you can track your calories. The most common ones are MyFitnessPal and Yazio, so you can check them out. Even though I have the knowledge of food, I still track my calories because I feel like, especially when I have a goal, like I am currently on my journey to lose a little bit of weight, not too much, but a little bit of weight, and I feel like when I'm not tracking my calories, I have absolutely no clue how much calories I'm eating. So tracking the calorie really helps me to know if I'm eating enough, if I'm eating enough proteins, and if I'm on the right way to lose weight. This is step number 1. You have to calculate your daily calorie intake, and then you also have to track it. It is super important, especially at the beginning. Let's go on to step number 2, and that is to move your body daily. And I don't mean like you have to move your body 6 times a week, you have to run a marathon, you have to do the absolute maximum to lose some weight. No guys, I am just talking about move your body daily, like doing 5,000 steps daily, or you can also go for a long walk. You can do Pilates, you can do home workouts, you can do dancing, you can go for cycling. So whatever it is, just move your body. Don't be on the couch all day. Don't be sitting on your desk all day. It is super important that you move your body. It is not only important for losing weight, but also for your health. Do something good for your body and also your health, and move your body. And I also want to make sure to tell you that you can totally do the sports that you love. So if you love swimming, for example, then try to go 3 to 4 times a week to a swimming class. Or if you like dancing, or if you like home workouts, you can totally do it at home, and you don't even have to go outside. Or if you like running, then try to include running 3 to 4 times a week in your daily routine. I just want to say that if it comes to losing weight, and I'm not talking about getting toned, I'm not talking about building muscles, I'm just talking about weight loss, then the best thing you can do is move your body daily, and I assure you, you will lose weight if you also check number 1, what I already told you. Now let me tell you, when you want to lose weight but also want to tone your body, then it is super important that you include strength training, because if you want to lose weight, you are also losing muscle. So at the beginning of your fitness journey, you can totally build muscles at home. First 2-3 months, you can totally build it at home. You can also use dumbbells, and if you feel feel like, okay, now I feel like I'm getting stronger and I need more heavy dumbbells, then it's time to go to the gym. I know a lot of people are not happy going to the gym because it's not fun at all, but you don't have to go 5 times a week to the gym. If you want to get toned, especially as a woman, you just have to 2 to 3 times a week. So what I want to tell is, if you only want to lose weight, then you can do any sports you like, include it in your routine, and then just stay in a calorie deficit. If you want to lose weight and get toned, then you have to include the gym to your normal routine. So what works for me is I'm hitting the gym 3 times a week. I'm doing 5 times my dance workouts just because I'm a dancer. I love dancing. It's my passion. So I try to do my dance workouts 5 times a week. And if I'm not going to the gym, or if I can't go to the gym, then I'm doing a home workout, strength-based. It could be Pilates, strength workouts with dumbbells. This is what I do. And currently I'm also going for runs. I try to include running 2 times a week, but currently I'm just doing it once a week, and it is super fine. Whenever the weather is super good, I feel like I just want to go for a run and just clear my head. If you don't feel like moving your body at all, then I would recommend you to try to hit your 5,000 steps in a day. It is so important, and a lot of people don't believe me when I say you can actually lose weight by just going for a walk. You have to imagine the 2 scenarios. The one is where you go to work, you come home, and then you just sit on the couch the whole day, you watch TV, you eat a lot of snacks, and you do nothing. And then there's the second scenario where a lot of people go to work, they come home, they go for a walk, they are active, they do something. So if you compare these two, then this person who is active will lose more weight than this person who does nothing. So I hope this makes sense. Now let's come to point number 3, and this one will shock you. You can eat anything you want. If you stay in a calorie deficit, then you will still lose weight. So what I want to say with that is, let's say you're only eating McDonald's for like 2 weeks, only McDonald's food. But if you are in your calorie deficit, let's say it's 1,700 calories, and you are eating your McDonald's to this number, to 1,700 calories a day, then you will still lose weight. It can also be pizza every day. It can also be fish and chips every day. So what I want to say is, if you stay in your calorie deficit, you will still lose weight. And that is the absolute fact. But I also want to say, is it healthy? I think not. What I want to say is, you should, of course, you should eat healthy. You should nourish your body with the right vitamin, fiber, with proteins, with all the things your body actually needs, and not only with burgers, pizzas, and stuff like that. Actually, I just want to say that if you eat a pizza, you don't have to feel sad, or you don't have to be like, oh my God, I'm eating a pizza, now I will gain weight. It's not that simple. So if you are staying in your calorie deficit, you can eat whatever you want, but still please try to nourish your body with the right vitamins, fiber, proteins. Super, super, super important. Let's come to point number 4. We women struggle with this problem every single month, and that is our period. So let's talk about what should you do when you are on your period. I just want to say that please, 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 you don't have to starve on your period. This is super important, because if you are on your period, or if you're about to get in your period, your body actually works a lot. And because your body works a lot, you are already burning 200 to 300 calories. That means in that time you can actually eat 200 to 300 calories more than your actual calorie deficit. So let's say we said 1,700 calories you have to eat daily to lose weight. But when you are on your period, you are allowed to eat more. You are allowed to eat 2,000 calories, because your body actually works so hard that you already burns calories. Whenever I'm on my period, I just eat the things I crave. If I'm craving something sweet, then I'm just eating the sweet things. If I'm craving the salty things like chips or whatever it is, I'm still eating it. So please don't starve. I just want you to eat the things your body is craving, but also try to eat the good things for your body. So if you're craving chocolate, try to eat 80% dark chocolate instead of like a sugary, less cacao chocolate. So these are the small tricks that you can do. So now you're maybe wondering, okay, I only hear calorie deficit, but I still can eat whatever I want? How can I include this into my daily routine? And I'm the type of person, I don't want to restrict myself. I just want to eat the things I crave. So if I'm craving a pizza, I want to eat the pizza. So if you want to eat the pizza, but you still have to stay in a calorie deficit, these are the methods that work for me. And this is what helped me lose weight. So what I do, I have two scenarios and it depends on my hunger in the morning. So let me start with the first scenario. So the first scenario is I wake up and I'm super hungry in the morning and I just want to eat right away in the morning. Then I am going to eat in the morning. I'm going to make me a bread. I'm going to make me some eggs. I'm going to make me my coffee. I'm just eating a good breakfast. Your breakfast already almost has like 500 calories. So that means if you're tracking your calories, you already know, okay, I already ate 500 calories. And for lunch, I am just eating a small little snack. I'm just eating like a small yogurt bowl, or I am just drinking a protein shake, or I'm just something small so that I can eat for dinner a big thing like pizza, like burger with fries, or what you actually crave. Does it make sense? So in the morning you are eating your normal breakfast, you can eat the healthy morning breakfast. For lunch you are eating something less, like 2 protein shakes or a yogurt snack or whatever. And for lunch you can eat something big that you actually crave the whole time, like a big steak with fries, or you're going out with your friends and you want to eat at the restaurant and you still have so many calories left for dinner that you can actually eat anything that fits into your daily calorie intake. That is the first scenario, but there is also a second scenario for the people who doesn't eat in the morning and they just don't feel like eating in the morning. That is, if you wake up and you're not hungry at all, then what works for you is you don't have to eat in the morning. So just drink your cup of coffee, or you can also eat some tiny things like grapes or strawberries and apples, so something small. For lunch you can eat actually a big lunch. You can eat like rice with chicken, with broccoli, or you can eat fries or whatever it is. And for dinner you can also eat something big. So because you are not eating a lot of things in the morning, you can split your daily calorie intake into lunch and dinner. So these are the methods that work for me. Whenever I wake up, I am just listening to my body. Am I hungry in the morning? Am I not hungry in the morning? And then it depends what scenario or what option I do. When I'm hungry, I'm doing option 1. If I'm not hungry, I'm just doing option 2. And this is what works super good for me. Maybe you can try it. You can let me know if that helps you too. Let me know in the comments so I know if this actually helped you. And also the last point is, guys, and this is actually the most important thing that you have to do is give your body some time, guys. Please listen to your body, give it time to lose weight. It doesn't happen overnight. And I also know that we are so impatient that we want to have the results right away. But guys, don't forget that your body is your temple. So you are in your body and your body is doing a lot of things for you. It takes you to work. When you actually think about the things that your body is doing, or that you're not sick, that you are healthy, that is such a luxury that you are taking for granted. If you take 5 months to lose weight, then it is just like that, and you don't have to force it to be like to lose weight in 2 weeks. Just start loving your body, and if you love your body, then you will also get your results. You see the results, and you're not working against your body, but you are working with your body, and that is the beautiful thing actually. Yeah guys, that's it with the video. I hope my tips helped you, and if you have any other questions about losing weight, let me know in the comments and I will answer your comments. So this is your chance. Let me know, I'm going to answer. And also if you like this video, let me know by hitting the thumbs up button, and also subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any new videos. And I would say I'll see you next week. Bye!